Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Soul Food Books tonight. Happy Saturday night. My name is Clint. I'm one of the owners here. On behalf of the staff and the tribe here, I want to welcome everybody here. Tonight is a great night that we host once a month of songwriters in Seattle, a way for songwriters to guild together and find strength in numbers, and then to be able to connect with different venues. Tonight, it's our privilege to get to host them here. We got 3 performers to be showcased tonight. The first one to come up is Izzy Corey, and then David Brody, and then Bob Kapatich, and then I'll be closing off the show. But everybody gets about a half an hour set, and I'd like to first bring up Izzy. And the crowd goes crazy for Izzy.
Hey all, my name is Izzy. I've been performing music around Seattle for about a year now, just at open mics and casual little things like this. And well, I'm here to just share a little bit of me and play a couple tunes for you. Oh, Lewis, could you hand me the... I didn't actually come prepared with a set list, so they were nice enough to give me some scratch paper. And my friends were nice enough to give me a little drawing to help with my nerves. I think it's nice. All right, so this first one is just a simple little song about a simple place. With just the coats on our backs, a ton of bricks in our packs, we're still trying to get back to the place where it's sad. And if our money's jacked, we're gonna sell some crack to make our money back for another day. Because I'm living life fast, and when I look to the past, I just see a vast pile of shit. So when the sun goes down, we'll go to Chinatown just to mess around on some solid ground. And if I'm still around, you know I'll still be down for another round of drinks in Chinatown. And so with no regrets, we traded cigarettes for some transfers to get across town to our beds under the overpass, washing broken glass, the smell of smoke and gas in our heads. We chose to live on the streets because no money can beat the feeling of your feet on the road. So when the sun goes down, we'll go to Chinatown just to hear the sound of our feet on the ground. And if I'm still around, you know I'll still be down for another round of drinks in Chinatown. You know I love this land and I do what I can, yet I know I am just a simple man. But if you tell me a joke, I might just bum you a smoke or give you a toke if I can. And there's a book that I read, and I remember it said that I'm probably already dead. So when the sun goes down, we'll go to Chinatown to join the fallen man of the streets and the ground. And if I'm still around, you know I'll still be down for another round of drinks in Chinatown. Thanks. Alrighty. So, this is the only love song I've ever written because I felt like I had to have one in my repertoire, I guess. So, Here it goes. It goes like this. Lately I felt like you're the only one who's ever touched the ground. Dirt beneath your fingernails and soft hair on your neck. You tripped and smoked organic cigarettes. But did I say that I knew you were happier than a canary in a lemon tree? And I was an angel learning to whisper, waiting for rain. And I'm free, but I'm a freak. I just wanna lay here and drink some tea and talk about blankets staring out windows, riding on trains. I learned to smile with my teeth, but slowly I've been slipping through the sheets. Channel this warmth within me. When was the last time you read that dusty journal under your bed? You may not know, but I know you were happier than a canary in a lemon tree. And I was an angel learning to whisper, waiting for rain. And I'm free, but I'm a freak. I just wanna lay here and stretch my feet and talk about blankets staring out windows, riding on trains. But when I finally leave this house, will you tell me where to head? I've only slept on couches or in someone else's bed. And I wonder if I stayed, would you grow back or run away inside that head of yours? Truly, I don't see why it's so hard for you to say it's easy enough. Too stubborn to let it fall. I ask one thing of you, friend. Promise to never apologize again and pretend I wrote the end. So this is a really special song to me because I went and traveled through Europe for about 4 months this summer. And when I was there, I met a girl from Quebec, and we really hit it off, and I ended up living with her for a couple months instead of going home. And then when I had to leave her, it wasn't really going to work out to stay in a relationship, but I decided to write a song for her as a gift to her, and I wanted to write half of it in French. That was her first language. And I honestly did not know enough French to do it, so she helped me write it, and I think that's really cool. I've been thinking a lot about elsewhere, a silly somewhere with that certain something I can't share. Oh, I've been thinking a lot about elsewhere, but if I told you I would have to kill you and I wouldn't dare. I'm so overwhelmed, and I need your help. Oh, I've been thinking a lot about someone, and that alley back in Barcelona where we first made love. Oh, is it wrong to think about someone when you've left on a plane to an elsewhere you can trust? I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed, 'cause inside me there's a child who's been screaming to be heard. And I've been dancing along to the music, getting lost in all your words. Oh, je pense beaucoup à l'inconnu et la différence entre les promesses et les possibilités. Oh, je pense sans cesse à cette personne et les places que nous avons visitées et que nous allons habiter. Juste une tranche de vie. Et après que cette première fois, je me suis senti comme un roi, mais je devais rentrer chez moi. Mon âme était pleine de désarroi, mais lors de visiter ma ville, tout mon cœur était tranquille. Tout n'était pas juste une autre fille, mon amour était juste une analogie. Time elsewhere. Take a moment to catch my breath and rest my feet. Oh, I'm gonna feel better elsewhere. I'll differentiate these feelings of want from those of need. So I have a friend who writes a lot of poetry, and pretty much every day to every other day, he'll send me about 3 text message long poem. And after the last time we hung out, he went to New Orleans, and he sent me this poem while he was waiting in the terminal. And I decided to write the song from the poem he wrote for me. And it goes like this. What has drawn us to the hunt through these dark and dilated eyes. What's never passed my lips is stuck on my mind, finding it hard to pin facts. Guess I'm alright with where I'm at. What has drawn us to these wilds? To and fro to bushwhack away at the ferns, through stinging nettles and bullshit at every wrong turn. The aim of the quest has changed more than once. I'm starting to think this was all just for fun. And they say every day the life's the same as yesterday, but this medicine helps a bit too much. And I'm still working on looking for pieces I was told were part of the game. I am not oblivious of how it felt to be with you, to see her lying still, her head turned away, her body dark and bluer than I could explain. What was once stolen we took back. One by one the feathers filled your bag. not the end of things, it's just another path to the exact same spot. Joyful and oblivious, I'm joyful and oblivious, so joyful and oblivious, till you see it, feel it, pluck it when you do. See it, feel it, pluck it when you do. Joyful and oblivious, I'm joyful and oblivious, you're joyful and oblivious. And may your adventure flow undammed. This song requires no introduction. If I was a butterfly, I'd flap, flap, flap my wings. Because if I was a butterfly and smelled the flowers till I die and try to fly so high to touch the sky. And if I met a honeybee, I'd make him be best friends with me and take him to my apple tree for tea. But if I was a butterfly, I'd land on a rose. And if I was a butterfly, I'd follow my nose. Because if I was a butterfly, I'd come at you with a knife, murder half your family, take advantage of your wife, squeeze your nipples just to see what noises you can make, wrap you up in chicken wire and throw you in a lake. And if I was a butterfly, I'd frolic, skip, and jump through a field. And if I was a butterfly, because I'm a little butterfly and honeybee's my friend, we laugh and skip and jump around, best buddies till the end. But if I was a butterfly and my friend the honeybee decided he was better than and got in front of me, I'd take a can of gasoline and make that biatch swim. Strike a match, sit back and watch the flames envelop him. So I didn't plan on playing this one today, because honestly, until about 20 minutes ago, I forgot I knew how to play it, but let's see how it goes. You kissed my hand and slapped my face. I think that's how it goes. All right, let's try this again. Maybe I'll play it at the end if I can remember it. So I mentioned that trip to Europe I did, backpacking for 4 months, and as you can assume, I had a lot of free time on my hands and was experiencing a lot of crazy things. So I thought, that would be the perfect time to, write this epic song about traveling and new adventures and stuff like that. But every time I came across a guitar or ukulele or any sort of musical instrument, I just couldn't write about it. I would sit down, have all these things flooding in my head, and it just didn't come to me. And I get home, and a month later, I wrote this song in one day. And it just sort of came to me. I sort of realized something about myself as an artist, that I can't really write about something that I'm experiencing. It's like I don't understand it until I can sort of step back out of it and see it as something that's sort of in a bubble, sort of give it a name or a feeling. And so I thought that was really cool, and this song taught me a lot, and I really like it. Hold your horses, still your minds, and take a seat for change of pace. The race is finishing, and I've stopped picking sides. In flooding waters we will float on out beyond the bend, toward islands made of ships that wrecked and sail against the tide. I'm taking a train to anywhere else, but how would you know if I made it to where I'm meant to go? Even I wouldn't know. And on these heavy nights of broken strings and paper trails, we'll raise a glass to future plans and models of our minds. And all this time, the blissful minutes passing by us led our steps, while true consistency was lost and hard to find. I'm just a child lost in the trees. I've never known how to build myself a new home on uneven ground. Trust me when I say to you, there was more than one time I could honestly feel like the bones in my arms and my fingertips could heal. I'll take the wheel and steer for now, and tomorrow we'll have it made. Hold your horses, still your minds, and take a seat for change of pace. The race is finishing, and I've stopped picking sides. In flooding waters we will float on out beyond the bend, toward islands made of ships that wrecked and sail against the tide. I think I can play that other song now. How much time am I at? We're at 8:25. Cool. You kissed my face and walked away, came back to screw me the very next day. Kissed my hand and you slapped my face, pulled me to my chest in a loving embrace. Do you love me or do you love screwing with my heart? You love to hate to love, but I can't tell the two apart. If you want something, say so, just stop pussyfooting around. Just come to me and stay with me and we'll share an even ground. You say one thing and mean the next. You say monopoly, but that means sex. Wish I could escape and break these ties, but you got me caught in your woman hex. Do you really want me, or do you want me 'cause I want you? I want to love your love, but how can I believe it's true? You really want some, I know it. You're just pussyfooting around. Just come to me and stay with me, and we'll share uneven ground. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for Izzy. Let's get ready for Mr. David Brody next. How long have you been involved with songwriters in Seattle?
This is my second time.
Second time.
Yeah.
And how many years or months have you been involved?
I've really only done 2 performances.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's good.
About 3 months ago, I joined the Fire Wheel.
That's cool. Great organization, huh?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Right.
If you want like an actual like half-hour set instead of 7 or 8 minutes, get an open mic. It's
Yeah.
really fantastic.
Yeah, right. It's a good way to kind of connect and bond together and yeah.
And they're really super nice and really responsive and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. And we find places like this on the east side.
It's definitely one of the coolest places I've performed.
Yeah,
It's
right.
stage.
Yeah. And we built the stage so that if you were going to stage dive, no one's really going to get hurt. You know, so that's another good perk. Welcome. How long have you been involved with?
I've been involved maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, something like that.
Excellent. Just a little guitar and then let's show some love for Mr. David Brody.
Thank you so much. As is probably obvious, I'm well on my way to becoming a hip-hop mogul. And the road has not been easy. And I know looking out at you that it seems from here that many of you have mogul on your mind. And I wrote this song to tell you about my experiences so that you can benefit from my research. I couldn't talk like I was hip, so I never was invited to party with the A-list crowd. I always felt so slighted. I knew I had to up my game, double down, bone up on hipper jargon. Schooled myself on MP3s, buck a piece, what a bargain. 'Cause now I'm kicking it old school. On the D-Lo. What up, sup? Say what, it's all good, yo. Y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chillin' with my homies, rollin' with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real. So don't be bugging, for shiggity, for shizzle. You say my crib just ain't all that, well I'll redecorate and bling. I'll find a fine biatch, will do the nasty thing. And if she starts tripping, jacked on crack, whoa, acting whack, I'll just holler to my homies, I know they got my back. Now that I'm kicking it old school. On the D-Lo. What up, sup? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chillin' with my homies, rollin' with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real. So don't be bugging, for shiggity, for shizzle. my ride, my Rizza and my Rizzle, Bentley or a Benz filled with hizzes and with hizzles. With my Superfly as hoe, I'll cruise a hood, I'll make the scene. Party chugging crystal in my Hummer limousine. Now that I'm kicking it old school. On the D-Lo. What up, sup? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chillin' with my homies, rollin' with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dude's a dizzle. Word that's off the hook, fat, it's fly, it's sizzle, just keeping it real. So don't be bugging, for shiggity, for shizzle. Now you know I'm representing, drop some dudes, pop some peeps. 5-0 will be 5-0, but this G thing is for keeps. If someone drive-by bust a cap, you find me bleeding out near dead. Dog, like there's an upside, it'll only boost my street cred. Now that I'm kicking it old school. On the D-Lo. What up, sup? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chillin' with my homies, rollin' with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle. Word that's off the hook, it's fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real. So don't be bugging, for shiggity, for shizzle. For shiggity, for shizzle. You know I love to say, for shizzle. Shout out to my homies, peace out, word. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, now that you know something about me, it's not all been great being a hip-hop mogul. You know, I've had my down days, and I went recently to renew my driver's license, and the woman looked at it, and she looked at her screen, and she said, "Are you still 150 pounds?" And shamefacedly, of course, I had to admit that I was not. And I was driving home, I got to the mailbox, and in the mailbox was my Social Security statement. And I realized that, on the one hand, some numbers were way too high, and on the other hand, some numbers were way too low. And I realized that my problem was really the problem of our country right now, and I figured we need a new national anthem. So I wrote the song, it's called Fat and Broke. Just eat much less, or you'll slim down if that's your aim. Eat just what you need, you'll stay the same. Consume more than you burn, why extra pounds, that's all you earn. I'm fat and broke, 'cause those are things I never learned. Fat and broke, fat and broke. Thought I was doing fine, what a joke. I lost touch, got so confused, I screwed up, got no excuse. Close my eyes, I just wanna croak, so fat and broke. I was happy, drugged and lazy the past 10 years. Hazy, shrouded in a fog of popcorn, gallon jugs of Coke. Sitting on the couch, watch TV, bought everything they tell me. Gratified and satisfied, floating on a rising tide. Now I'm mortified, I'm terrified to end up fat and broke. You'll pile up money if you just save part of your take. pocket's empty if you spend each cent you make. You're bleeding red, oh, if you spend more than you earn. I'm fat and broke, 'cause those are things I never learned. Oh, fat and broke, fat and broke. Thought I was doing fine. What a joke. I lost touch, got so confused. I screwed up, got no excuse. Close my eyes, I just wanna croak. So fat and broke. Close my eyes, I just wanna croak. You know I'm fat and broke. Thanks. You know, when you're fat and broke, it's hard keeping up your self-esteem. And I'd be the first one to admit that my relationships have suffered. And my girlfriend, she broke up with me, and this is what she said. You asked me to explain why we're through, why I want you out of this house, why I'm so done with you. I've got my reasons why this breakup just can't wait. You asked me why, okay, I'll elaborate. Oh, you're a loser, you're a geek, you're a pinhead, a friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, a twit, yes, a mope. You're a dweeb, a dork, a dummy, and a dope. Next to you, a tree seems smart, made stupidity and art expounding low-grade, lowbrow, low-out dumb ideas. Smell like decomposing flesh, make a month-old fish smell fresh, children see. They just break down in tears, it's God forever. You're a loser, you're a geek, you're a pinhead, yes, one friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, twit, yes, a mope. You're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. How could I have stayed for so long, knowing you were so wrong? Brings me crying to my knees. My mind, it just goes reeling out of touch with all my feelings, blind to your deficiencies. You're a disease, you're a loser, you're a geek. I said a pinhead, yes, one friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, twit, yes, a mope. You're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. Oh, oh, oh. No one likes your hair or anything you wear. Folks feel nauseous when they see you try and smile. Snaggletooth insane like something's rotting in your brain. You're revolting, though your friends just say you're vile. They're sympathetic, you're a loser. I said a geek. Oh, a pinhead, yes, one friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, twit, yes, a mope. You're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. Even optimists say there's no cause for hope. Try to hang yourself, you only scare that poor little rope. If a dumb was a world religion, oh, you'd be oh, 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 'cause you're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. Thank you. You know, there's something that's been bothering me about the whole folk scene. It's just, it's just filled with lefties, and the 1% never gets any respect here. You know, the whole thing, all the songs are, we shall overcome, right? And like nothing is like, there are no good songs about we're going to oppress you, right? So I always want to serve underserved populations as part of my sense of community. I don't know about you, right? My sense of community, serve underserved populations. And I want to be the folk singer of the 1%, And it was, I've had a lot of heartbreak recently. Mitt Romney losing the election. It's just, I don't know what's happening with my party. Anyway, so I wrote the song, and I'm sure there, whoa, sparks will fly. I wrote this song for my homies. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Just 'cause I came out on top don't mean that I'm the one to blame. Just because my life has been a stunning winning streak and you're a well-intentioned loser, predictable and weak, a freak, don't hate the player, hate the game. I've got the money, so those pretty girls, they're calling out my name. You're angry, you got nothing, playing by the rules, but the game you playing's been designed for fools. I started out by dealing meth, coke and tons of crack. Clientele was super loyal, they'd use the stuff and hurry back. If someone started tweaking, tried to give me flack, I got skills, got my cash, sometimes some heads got cracked, maybe somebody got whacked. Then I sold guns, rocket launchers, bombs and mines and tanks, quality munitions, no dummies, duds or blanks. I sold to rebels, dictators, little kids, they all said thanks. Paid in cash and diamonds and I trucked it to the bank. Don't hate the player, no hate the game. Just 'cause I came out on top don't mean that I'm the one to blame. Just because my life has been a stunning winning streak and you're a well-intentioned loser, predictable and weak, a freak, don't hate the player, hate the game. I've got the money, so those pretty girls, they're calling out my name. You're angry, you got nothing, playing by the rules, but the game you playing's been designed for fools. Then I sold slaves, quite a business, Muslim, Christian, Jew, women, men, and children, every shade and every hue. Business is just business, some folks win and others lose. Love an open market, if a buyer meets my asking price, well, how could I refuse? Dude, that would just be rude. Now I sell CDOs on Wall Street. Life's much more refined. High-price hookers, chauffeured limousines, expense account for wine. And when there are losses in the billions, problems never mind. Your taxes, will bail me out and juice my bottom line. That arrangement worked just fine. Don't be a hater, 'cause you're a waiter, or the gal who washes pots and pans and bowls. Don't be a hater, no, blame the creator. He made you a decent sort, me without a soul, you know. I'm out of control, don't hate the player, no, hate the game. It's dog eat dog, the wild, the mild, the dominant, the tame. My life's just a ball, I'm a winner, I take all. Don't hate this player, no, hate the game. 2, 3, 4. Dog, chill, it's just a game. Thank you. I say I have fellow travelers here. Coming back to a more personal matter, you know, when my girlfriend broke up with me, I realized I really felt bad, so I had this new surgical process to have my feelings removed, and it really worked great. And it really is at the heart of all my success, because, you know, if you don't feel anything, you can screw anybody over. And it's really just made life so much more fun and predictable. And I realized after that I wrote this song about, should a woman break up with me again? This is what I'll say. You say you've fallen out of love with me, wanna let go, wanna be free. You say you think that we should just be friends. Well, I think you're right, the time has come. So if you wanna call it quits, why, let's be friends, but friends with benefits. If I never see your folks again for the holidays, so be it then. And if we never have those kids, much better yet, no regrets. And when you find yourself a boyfriend, he might get jealous, well, maybe just a bit, 'cause we'll still be friends, friends with benefits. Why should we give up the only little thing that we could do so well together? Don't forget our large investment in rubber, lace, and leather. And though we may not be in love, we could still be hand in glove, the finest fit, oh, just like friends, friends with benefits. Oh, on the surface, we're so hot. Dig a little deeper, probably not. But even really shallow people need some friends, special friends. We'll have our fun, we'll hang and chill. If we go out, we'll split the bill. That splits just like friends, but friends with benefits. and you know your body speaks to me. So I can always tell you, see, just what you want before you even do all you. And I know when to be sweet, when to act like a total degenerate. So let's be friends, but friends with benefits. Why should we give up the only little thing that we could ever hope to get right? The only thing that we could ever do without World War III inside, fight all night just because we're not in love. Oh, and soon I'll be your ex. We could still be friends, really friendly, having such great sex, then more sex. So let's be friends, the best of friends with benefits. Don't give up those benefits, friends. Thank you. I do a fair amount of reading, and sometimes that serves as a basis for a song. And I did read this book by, wow, I'm in a bookstore and I'm spacing his name. Emergency. Anyone else read this? His name is, I'm going to kick myself. Anyway, you can all Google it. He used to be a New York Times correspondent who wrote on rock, and he also wrote a book on Motley Crue. He was in their bus and traveled around with them. He wrote another book on picking up girls. He got into the whole subculture of people who train themselves to be good at picking up girls. And then he wrote this book about people who think, things could fall apart at any moment, and they teach themselves all kinds of survival skills. So after reading this book called Emergency, I wrote this song. It's important to plan ahead. Better safe than sorry, alive than dead. Nature don't care, spring surprises and traps don't rule out a social or financial collapse. Battles for water, food and oil, massacres for fertile soil. And those terrorists could be nice, cold comfort there. I'm talking B for the bio, N for the nuke, I for the incendiary, C for something chemical, and E, that's an explosive device. Take my advice, when the hits a fan, bug out. Make a plan, little man, bug out. Grab that bag, hit the road. It's gonna get real bad when your world implodes. Oh, when the hits a fan, bug out. You better be prepared, that's what I'm talking about. You'd be glad you did, without a doubt. Oh, when the hits a fan, my brother, you best be gone. You'll need clean water, food, and some kind of shelter, safe place to lay low while all the helter be skelter. Some matches, a knife, a good pair of boots, book about plants, you could be living on roots. Blankets for state, get a radio so bold. Get yourself ready, better learn how to cope. Don't be a dope when the hits a fan, bug out. Make a plan, little man, bug out. Grab that bag, hit the road. It's gonna get real bad when your world implodes. Oh, get the hits a fan, bug out. Better be prepared, that's what I'm talking about. You'd be glad you did, without a doubt. Oh, when the hits a fan, my brother, you best be gone. Get with your own, with your clan. If not, get a gun. Better 2, 3, or 4. Learn to shoot while you run. Cause when the hits a fan, some won't be prepared. Folks act real bad when they're hungry and scared. Learn how to fight, oh, make yourself tough when the hits a fan. Gonna get plenty rough. Learn from Rwanda and Katrina, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Haiti and Darfur. There's never been a shortage of disaster or war. History, listen by the score. There'll be plenty more in store. So when the hits a fan, bug out. Make a plan, little man, bug out. Grab that bag, yeah, hit the road. Gonna get real bad when your world implodes. Oh, when the hits a fan, bug out. You better be prepared, that's what I'm talking about. You'd be glad you did, without a doubt. Oh, when the hits a fan, my brother, you best be gone. You best be gone. best be. Thank you, thank you. It's been a delight being here. Thank you to Soul Food Books. Thank you to our sound man. Thank you, Clint, right? Oh, that's Clint. Thank you to Clint. I'm going to do one more song here. If you're interested in my music, please go to davidbrodymusic.com. There are a bunch of recordings up there with multiple instruments, multiple vocals. I play a bunch of other stuff and use some virtual instruments. I'm kind of on the way to doing a CD, but you can get a preview of it up there, as well as some videos. And if you want a card, I'd be happy to give you one when I come off the stage. Please don't mob me just by the stage door, not in the mosh pit here, right? Last song I'll do here, sometimes, you know, I get lonely and I just sing duets with myself, and this is one of them. Baby, got quite the history. So much drama in your past. You're just like someone on TV. I've searched the web, it's clear you've kept a few things hidden. Time to fess up, babe, who you think you kidding? No, please don't Google me, had some rough days, much worse nights. Must be someone with the same name I got. Don't click on that site. I know I'm far from perfect, not much school, lot less church. Don't go there, babe, leave that site unsearched. Well, I might have robbed a bank or two, knocked off a quickie mark, but I treated folks uncommon good, got a great big heart. Check that tape on YouTube, see nothing but polite. I said, please give me the money, thank you, sir, God bless, good night. Well, yeah, that's me in Omaha. Said I was Warren Buffett's sis. I said I had investments that really couldn't miss. Made off with a pile of cash down to Calexico. But the federales grabbed me, how they made me, I don't know. Yeah, that's me with a shotgun. Might have used it once or twice, but never on small children, only folks who weren't nice. They knew they had it coming, at least that's the way I feel. Someone had a problem, someone's gotta keep it real. Well, I never could afford to shop Rodeo Drive, but dressing in fine fashion makes this girl feel more alive. To have the finer things in life, I'd pocket them sometimes. Pay $6 for a scarf, that would be a crime. No, please don't Google me, had some rough days, much worse nights. Must be someone with the same name I got. Don't click on that site. I know I'm far from perfect, not much school, lot less church. Don't go there, babe, leave that site unsearched. Maybe I was wild, ran some drugs from Mexico. Sure, I lived the high life for a while, I had the dough. Cars and chicks and lines of coke, living large a couple years. Now I'm getting all nostalgic, gotta wipe away a tear. Well, yeah, I worked in Vegas, entertainment industry. Plenty other pretty girls did much the same, you see. Yes, that's me sliding down the pole, center of the bar. But I always had limits, guys could only go so far. Yeah, that's me in prison. It was decent, it was clean. You get a bed in 3 squares, so it ain't no haute cuisine. But there's some who only spoil the place, talking criminals in the joint. So you use that shank, they generally get the point. Well, yeah, that's me in prison, but I'm not at all embarrassed. Met some fine folk in the pen, though I like Martha more than Paris. Cops said I was DUI, reckless, drunk, and rash. Glad they didn't search the trunk, find the coat that fills my stash. No, please don't Google me, had some rough days, much worse nights. Must be someone with the same name I got. Don't click on that site. I know I'm far from perfect, not much school, a lot less church. Don't go there, babe, leave that site unsearched. Baby, you're no mystery. You've had quite the past, but your future's here with me. Some might criticize the way that you've been living, but it's clear you're the one for me. And it's clear you're the one for me. It's clear you're the one for me. So baby, you're forgiven. Thank you.
David Brody, everybody. All right. Yeah. Great work, man.
Thank you.
Great work.
Really appreciate it.
That's great. Clever, hilarious. Really good music. We're plugging you direct in.
Good evening, everybody.
Let's welcome Bob Kadich.
Thank you. I didn't do anything yet, but I appreciate it. Anyway, I brought my sissy songs for you tonight, so it's kind of chill music, I guess. Let's see. This first one is a co-write with a friend of mine who now lives in Wisconsin. I will try to win your love. I will try. Dedicated to a lofty goal, to weave my heart across your soul. I will try. Oh, I will try. I will try to fix your broken heart, shield it from harm, protect and serve, provide the care you deserve. I will try. Oh, please let me try. No need to wait for heroes knocking on your door. Give me a chance, oh, to prove my love. You could have so much more. You could have so much more. Let me try. I will try to walk on water. I'll try. Heard it's been done, but never for one so fine as you. I will try to move that mountain. I'll try. Anywhere you want it to be in the universe for all to see. I will try. Oh, please let me try. No need to wait. Where's that chord? Wait for heroes knocking on your door. Give me a chance, oh, to prove my love. You could have so much more. have so much more. Let me try. Let me try. Thanks. I missed a chord there. It's so hard to look at the person next to you and say, you messed up. That doesn't work here tonight. There any shy people in the audience? No? If you raise your hand, you're not shy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, this is about a shy person that meets somebody that brings them out of their shell. Words are a mystery, like water half frozen. They're ice on the tip of my tongue. Bitter the taste, awkward the silence, the person I've become. Why is it words flow like water when you're in the room? You spark an idea, I rush in waves as my words wash over you. Oh, all over you. All over you. Guess I'm just shy, a soft-spoken guy. My tongue's tied in knots. Not much to say, I'm just wired that way. I don't easily talk. But why is it words flow like water when you're in the room? You spark an idea, I rush in waves as my words wash over you. Ooh, all over you, all over you. Open my mind, yeah, you set me at ease. Words only begin to explain how much you mean to me. Oh, what you mean to me, what you mean to me. Words are a mystery, like water half frozen. They're ice on the tip of my tongue. Oh, till you're in the room, till you're in the room. Thanks. Okay, this next one's about all those folks out there that think the world's going to end someday, the apocalyptic people. Well, the guitar's back on. Should we mic this? Does guitar sound okay to you? All right. Let's try miking it if you don't mind. Stand by. Okay, this one's called Peasants in the Sand. Nothing left to say, you've covered it all. From separation of dark and light to reasons why you toss all night. You should hold your breath, you've covered it all. Where do we go from here, and why do we stand? Peasants on the sand, wondering why. Explain the flaming, burning sun. Explain the wave of passion rolling underground. Sure, we act like children dreaming. Love is all we have worth keeping. Explain the flaming, burning sun. Where do we go from here, and why do we stand? Peasants on the sand, wondering why. Nothing left to say, you've covered it all. Ramble, rumble, angels calling, run for cover, the sky is falling. Nothing left to say, you've covered it all. Where do we go from here? Why do we stand? Peasants on the sand, wondering why. Thank you. I owe this next song to my son. I had a couple chords and I was sitting around wondering what I should write about, and he walks into the room, little guy walks in the room and says, "Dad, will you read me a story?" And I said, "Okay, what do you have there?" It was a Dr. Seuss book. It's called If I Ran the Circus. So I read him the story, and after he left, I said, well, there's my topic. I'll write around that. So I owe it to Jack, and also, I guess, Dr. Seuss, too. So. If you ran the circus from your megaphone, yes, you would glitter in the spotlight underneath the dome and the crowd would cheer for more. If you ran the circus, me on the trapeze, yeah, I would flip fly like an acrobat Yes, I would be the lead in your parade. You would direct this whole charade. If you ran the circus, if you ran the circus, me on the high wire, you command the crowd's attention as I leap through rings of fire. If you ran the circus, I would be your clown, and you would cry 1,000 tears of laughter when my pants fall down. If you ran, yes, I would be the lead in your parade. You would direct this whole charade. If you ran a circus, the greatest show on earth, you're the greatest, greatest show on earth, the greatest show on earth. Yes, I will be the lead in your parade. You will direct this whole charade. When you run the circus, thanks. Oh, this next song is kind of another chill love song type. Anyway, you'll get it. I'm an ordinary man with an angel working overtime again. Lift me up, set me down, roll me over, toss me round. Have your way until the end. Set me free like oxygen. You breathe, you're my angel. Release like oxygen. Draw me in and set me free. Set me free. There's an arrow in my heart, right here where you left your mark. Skin is pierced, but I'm not bleeding. And a mirror on my wall, true reflection, but no
set me free. Breathe me in and dance away. Let oxygen surround you. Moments freeze with every breath you feel. Breathe me in and dance away. Let oxygen surround you. In and out you breathe. In and out you breathe. In and out you breathe. Set me free. Thank you. This next song is kind of a co-write with the guy standing over there about to get a cup of coffee or something. His name's Clark. And believe it or not, he's too humble to say he was part of this song, but he was. Anyway. I painted a picture with a palette of love, a splash of your lipstick, hot red just for luck. Then you stood there disagreeing, it's not good enough. The hues didn't look like the ones in your head. Sunsets need more black and gray, so you said, paint me another. As you walked off alone to your bed. Well, color me gone. Color me gone. Hoping you'll see what this painting will mean when I go. We lived right, burned bright, colored it real, now it's so. Well, color me gone. Color me gone. Color me gone. Bygones are bygones out here in the West, beneath the illusion of tattoo on flesh, where sunsets are glorious. So darling, color me gone. Well, color me gone. Color me gone. Hoping you'll see what this painting will mean when I go. We lived right, burned bright, colored it real, now it's so. So color me gone. Color me gone. Yes. Thank you, Clark, for your help on that. Do we have time for one more?
This one comes from that feeling of laying around on a Sunday afternoon and kind of half awake and half asleep. It's called Daydream. I'm lost inside a daydream, eyes glossy as the sea, drifting in and out of consciousness. There's a woman in between, and I wonder what the weather's like in Mexico. Probably warmer than round here. Maybe my lady's on the dusty road, trying to daydream her way out of there. Long ago, trusted my eyes could see, trusted my ears could hear, trusted my mind was clear. Long ago, she appeared out of a dream. We had a love complete, then she was gone. Now I wonder what the weather's like on Jupiter. Probably better than round here. If I could, I would blast away for sure, daydream my way out of here. Daydream my way out of here. Daydream my way out of here. Thanks. Time for me to daydream my way out of here if Clint's ready to play. I'm good. Thank you, everybody, for the opportunity to play here tonight. I appreciate it.
You got a guitar pick I could borrow? Is there any guitar? You got one? Thank you so much, Kevin. So my name is Clint. I belong to Soul Food, and I think I'm gonna get one song out tonight before I got a surprise for you. One thing about having a music scene, a music venue here, I got a call, maybe 45 minutes ago from a good friend of ours, Courtney, who's a great musician in her own right, and she's got two friends in town on tour from Nashville, and said, "Do you have a free time tonight to play?" And I said, "Well, I got a half-hour slot at the end of the showcase performance," and so they are in mad rush on their way here. I bet they'll make it in a song or so, and share the stage tonight. I think that's what the night's been about. It's give a round of applause for the musicians who've played. Something special about singing here in our town, and it's important to keep the songs coming out. The Wicked Witch of Issaquah pulled out her old broom, dusted off the cobwebs and spiders, and used it to fly on down to Redmond for the weekend, 'cause she thought it might be time to do some freaking. It's been so long since she didn't feel bad, not spending all her time making people feel sad. No more, not now. No, she's made up her mind. Put on that old dress, get herself looking real fine. All up in the club, drinking Hennessy. Oh my, what a mess, I must confess. It's alright, let your hair down, let your heart pound. Let the light in, let the light in, I said. Let the light in, let the light in again. Well, the light in the Tin Man showed up at the spot. Wicked Witch walked in and said, dude, show me what you got. Well, the lion ran for cover, but the Tin Man didn't move. That's when the band started playing this groove, and all at once there's magic in the air. No one saw it coming, no, it wasn't too clear. And the Tin Man said, don't know how to do this, baby. Maybe you could show me how. She said, it's alright, let your hair down, let your heart pound. Let the light in, let the light in, oh. Let the light in, let the light in again. Oh, oh, well, they dance in the dark on the floor, and the world kept on spinning round like it's always done before. And the people in the club said they don't make a pretty pair, but the Tin Man and the Witch, no, they didn't care, 'cause love don't give a damn about what other people say. Does what it wants, and it's always been that way. That's the way it was, and the way it'll be again. Forever and ever, amen. Alright, let your hair down and let your heart pound. Let the light in, let the light in, I say. Let the light in, let the light in, oh. Let the light in, let the light in again. Wicked Witch of Issaquah pulled out her old broom, dusted off the cobwebs and spiders, and used it to fly on down to Redmond for the weekend, 'cause she thought it would be time to do some freaking. Yeah. Thanks. So there's a couple girls in here that just showed up that I know ain't from around here. And you're standing in line, but I'm sure Craig could bring those drinks right up here. Do you guys want to just come on up and take over the stage? Musicians blowing in from out of town to the suburbs of Seattle to Redmond. What's your names? Hi, Deli. Deli and Aaron Ray. Where you guys hail from? Nashville. Excellent. Well, welcome to Redmond. Sure. I've been to Nashville once. I went there to play. I was in college. I'd never been there before, and I drove in with my friend, 2 guitars and a Mustang, went down Record Row, and I went to play a singer-songwriter event. And there in Nashville, a singer-songwriter is the person who writes the song that gets famous by somebody else singing it. So I went in there. I was the only person that had songs that weren't playing on the radio, and got to hear the original versions. And there was a guitar player on every corner, as many corners as this area has coffee shops, actually. So what brings you back up here? Or up here?
Well, I met my friend Amanda here like 2 years ago and have come out to visit a few times since. And this is the first time Deli and I came up we flew in on Tuesday to play at the Fremont Abbey in Seattle. And so we got to play there for the round and then the Ballard Sessions live show, which was really, really cool. And our friend Courtney Marie Andrews played it as well. And then we've just played a couple of smaller shows in Conway at the Conway Muse and the other night in Olympia. Yeah, we've had a great time. My guitar's been in the car, so I'm just going to tune really quick. Here we go. So this first song is one that I wrote for my younger sister. Oh my gosh, that's a puppy. And her name is Carol Jane. So that's what the song is called. You were a little girl then, freckled face, straight dark hair, imaginary friends. And I was older looking over you, swearing up and down I knew more than you. We wrote our names in the wet cement when they poured that new sidewalk in. You were only 4, I was 7, and you looked up to me, didn't you? Now life has taken us every way I'd have never claimed we would ever see. And I'm calling on children's memories and times so sweet, so hard to see. We wrote our names in the wet cement when they poured that new sidewalk in. You were only 4, I was 7, and you looked up to me, didn't you? Now I'm sitting in your room and you're nowhere near Pennsylvania, dear, to be very clear. And I feared I would never have words to say for the love I have for you, Carol Jane. We wrote our names in the wet cement when they poured that new sidewalk in. You were only 4, I was 7, and you looked up to me then. I look up to you now. You make me proud. You make me proud. You were a little girl then, freckled face, straight dark hair, imaginary friends. Thank you. This next song is a new one. I've only played it. Actually, I've only played it live since being in Washington. But I like it. I like playing it. It's called Minolta, like the camera. Found this old Minolta, honey, I'd like you to have, with your gentle eye for seeing and your steady-handed grasp. I like the light you look for in the places I look past. And while we are apart, my dear, there's a favor I would ask. Good things are on their way for you, and if I'm not beside you for the ride, take a picture I can come and look at sometime. The way that I've been seeing things has turned old in my mind, and it's easy now to just accept the first things that I find. But I like the light you look for where I'd never cast my sight, and I want to borrow vision from you if that would be alright. Good things are on their way for you, and if I'm not beside you for the ride, take a picture I can come and look at sometimes. Good things are on their way for you, and if I'm not beside you for the ride, take a picture I can come and look at sometime. So I think we're each just gonna do 3 songs. So this one's called "I Hope You Get What You Need," and if you want, you can find me on Facebook or on the internet, wherever you want. My name's Erin Ray. I didn't come prepared this time. I ran out of CDs, so, but I'm really glad to get to play for you guys. So thanks for listening. Thank you. I hope you get what you need, whatever that may be. And I hope you find what makes you strong before it makes you weak. I hope wherever you go, you never go it alone. If you ever get too far, you have no trouble getting home. It's probably better I don't join you for this journey, baby. I guess this just might be where our paths divide. And may the road you take be a straight and narrow way. I hope you have a wonderful ride. I hope that when you sleep, someone is always at your side. And every time you dream is every time you close your eyes. I hope the things that you find will help to heal your mind. And in your darkest hour, you can still see the light. It's probably better I don't join you for this journey, baby. I guess this just might be where our paths divide. May the road you take be a straight and narrow way. I hope you have a wonderful ride. And I hope that you meet someone who sweeps you off your feet. It's okay when that woman isn't me, 'cause I just hope that you get what you need. I just hope that you get what you need. Thank you so much. Now we'll invite Deli to the stage. You guys are in for a real treat. Thanks for having me play.
Check. Does this, am I allowed to plug this in or? song is titled Baden. Oh, hold on. Take off your clothes, we'll fall into the waters. Understand me, I'd show you all you need. Why nobody wants to go home alone. Slowly drifting into a deep sleep. Take off your clothes, we'll fall into the waters. If you'd understand me, I'd show you all you need. Why nobody wants to go home alone. Slowly drifting into a deep sleep. See, nobody in their right mind is bound to take what is mine. You haven't given all of your thoughts. I will not take what is Take off your clothes, we'll fall into the waters. If you'd understand me, I'd show you all that you need. Why nobody wants to go home alone. Slowly drifting into a deep sleep. See, nobody in their right mind is bound to break what is mine. You haven't given all your thoughts. I will not take what is And we fell underneath that waterfall. We'd love underneath that waterfall we shared. And you kissed me underneath that waterfall, and you'd love me underneath that waterfall, all that we shared. And you held me underneath that waterfall, and you'd love me underneath that waterfall, all that we shared. Oh, how you'd kiss me underneath that waterfall, and you'd love me underneath that waterfall, all that we shared. Take off your clothes, we'll fall into the waters. If you'd understand me, I'd show you all that you need. Why nobody wants to go home alone. Slowly drifting into a deep sleep, a deep sleep, a deep sea. Nobody in the right mind is bound to take what is mine. You haven't given all of your thoughts. I will not take what is yours. I will not take what is yours. This next song is titled Boating. Just have two more. So. turns the shade of haze. Well, who's got Willow's Bay? Bees head floating. Who's got Willow's Bay? Bees head floating. Who's got Willow's Bay? Bees head floating. Who's got Willow's Bay? Bees head floating, floating. Ooh, the birds aren't as dirty as your mama once taught. Up ahead over Cassidy untrained eyes. Ooh, we shaped the barbed wire. Well, I'm not asking you again. Underneath is a cave drawn up all the years. Well, guess who's coming home? We'll go boating. Guess who's coming home? We'll go boating. Guess who's coming home? We'll go boating. Guess who's coming home? We'll go boating, boating. Ooh, wake up and release all that you own. As the ceiling creaks and the windows go out, they shake. Ooh, well, I have nothing here that you would really want. So keep on walking through the day till it turns the sweet shade of haze. Well, guess who's coming home? We'll go boating. Guess who's coming home? We'll go boating. Guess who's coming home? We'll go boating. Guess who's coming home? We'll go boating, boating, some CDs in my friend's car. There's only 2 songs on it, but they're a lot different than what I'm playing. A little bit more, incorporate a bit more for you, or if you want to donate something, that's fine too. Anyways, this last song is titled Aja, and it's about friendship. Peace will remember our names. She has to. She needs them for us to relax when the days turn to bruise. In strange years, I'm here to get the thorn out of your right paw, love. Small victories transform my brain into a cyclic endeavor. It's more beautiful than I thought. Round, skewed like a paper balloon. Oh, a man who knows not what he's lost. In the end, I'll find a friend in top shape, parted and all. We're aware to the senses, no top shape, heart like an all. I can remember the time we built up the magic mountain. We worked so fast down together. All I love, we gotta get up going, hear the others calling. Here we go, we live for a moment as four small beings. It's more beautiful than I thought. Sounds immune like a left cocoon, or a man who now knows what he's lost. In the end, I'll find your friend, a top shape, parted and all. We're aware the senses know top shape, heart like an all. Peace will remember our names. She has to. She needs them for us to relax when the days turn to bruise. In strange years, I'm here to get the thorn out of your right paw, love. Small victories transform my brain into a cyclic endeavor. It's more beautiful than I thought. Sounds immune like a left cocoon, or a man who now knows what he's lost. In the end, I'll find your friend in top shape, parted and all. We're aware the senses know top shape, heart like an all. Thank you so much. Okay, is this safe to unplug?
Yeah, I think we're
Yes?
good to unplug.
Okay.
Round of applause for these two girls tonight. Well, I'd like to close the show with one more song and invite a good friend of ours, Dylan Warnick, up to the stage to play. Do a duet to, right? it's too late. It's not as easy as they said it'd be, but there's something right about you and me. Yep. Something right about you and me. You're like the color of a burning book. You're the color of a sideways look from an undercover cop in a comic book. You're the color of a storm in June. Hell, you're the color of the moon. You're the color of the night. That's right, you're the color of a fight. You move me, you're like the colored part of the Wizard of Oz movie. We're like Romeo and Juliet. We're like 40 dogs and cigarettes. We're like good times that haven't happened yet, but will. I can tell you just where we're gonna be when the whole world falls to the sea. We'll be living ever after happily. All the boys take you for granted, tell you what they want with their eyes all slanted. And I don't like the way they look at you, no. I don't like the way they talk. I don't like the way they talk to you. Wouldn't let them talk to you like that. So put them up high, man, reach for the ceiling. Tell them I don't walk, damn it, I'm reeling. It ain't no crime, just dreams we're stealing. Anything to get more of this feeling. You take the high and I'll take the low. We'll get there before you know. We ain't got no time to waste. We got too much life to taste. We're like Romeo and Juliet. We're like 40 dogs and cigarettes. We're like good times that haven't happened yet, but will. I can tell you just where we're gonna be, yeah, when the whole world falls to the sea. We'll be living ever after happily. Mr. Dylan Warnick on the guitar tonight. Sometimes you remind me of a moonbeam, like the ghost of a moonbeam out on the beach, somewhere down by the coast. You slip into the night like the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. So come out tonight, come out with me, lady. We'll throw the careful into the crazy. Turn a sky black into a sky blue. Turn a close shave into a yoo-hoo. Everything I say is true. Light a fire, I'm gonna burn a few. Light a fire, I'm gonna burn a few. We're gonna do what we wanna do. We're like Romeo and Juliet. We're like 40 dogs and cigarettes, we're like good times that haven't happened yet, but will. I can tell you just where we're gonna be at when the whole world falls. To the sea we'll be living ever after, happily. So if I can get it out, if I can spell it out, would you hear me when I tell you about what I gotta say before it gets too late? It's not as easy as they said it'd be, but there's something right about you and me, yeah. Something right about you and me. Mr. Dylan Warnick, my name is Clint McCune, and all the musicians that played here tonight, incredible. It's what makes this stage an authentic place to play your heart out. So thanks a lot. A round of applause for Kevin Oakes on sound and for Craig and Tay on the bar tonight. Thanks, everybody. Good work, Dylan. Yeah, man.
Songs for tourists, some from friends. They like the one weird instrument. Songs for people